Hello, welcome guys. Today we're gonna look at some Audacity tutorials. Haven't done a stream in quite a while. This is my old setup. If you were following my old channel before, this is kind of what I was doing. I had the Lumix GH2 for the streaming, and I'm getting quite a lot of glare from the from the camera right there. This because the light is just like right in front of me. Um, But yeah, so I wanted to get back to doing some streams. The only thing about these streams that you're not doing it on a vertical. I don't know how well it's gonna do as far as like having it like horizontal, but we're gonna check it out. And I just want to see if my audio is working correctly. So I'm gonna go to the stream itself and then check the sound and make sure that it's all working properly. Yep, yep, it's working good. All right, so here we go. I know the thumbnail shows me playing the acoustic, but I don't have my acoustic here, so this will just be me talking, and we're gonna get into Audacity. So Audacity is an audio editing program that allows you to bring in your audio from your videos, or you can record audio directly into the program using microphones. You can use it for a variety of different things. So if you're a guitar player, if you're a bass player, keyboard player, or if you do podcast, so any of those things, Audacity is available for free. That's another big part of Audacity is that it's available for free, and yeah, you can do quite a lot with it. It's got a lot of different things that you can use. So let me pop out. I don't even know if there will be anybody here in the chat, um, but I'm gonna pop out the chat and then I'm gonna close off the stream module just so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna come off of here and I'm gonna go directly into OBS. That's what I'm using to stream. If you never heard of OBS, it's also free for streaming, which is great, I think. And yeah, it's interesting because I haven't used OBS in quite a while, so I had to import all my different little videos that I'm going to present here on OBS. And I also have the mic that you can't see on the top that changes color. Maybe I can bring it down a little bit so you can see it, or not. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it because the cord is kind of wrapped up around it, so just keeping it out of the view of the camera. So, and by the way, thanks for checking out all the videos, all the people that uh, come and visit the videos, who make comments on the videos, who give a thumbs up, who share. I really appreciate all your help. And yeah, a bit under the weather today, so um, hopefully it doesn't sound too nasally on your end. So, so on my old stream, I used to do paranormal stuff, and that was on my old channel. And the story behind that is that my old channel just, you know, there was so much like paranormal videos from other places, mainly TikTok, and eventually when YouTube started doing their moderation of reuse content, that's when things kind of took a fall for the worse. So it wasn't necessarily the TikTok stuff. It was, you know, there was one particular video that I put up. I thought it was okay to use it. I talked on it. It was a dog greeting Amazon driver, and the Amazon driver walks up to this house with a delivery, and the dog looks like he might attack the thing, but he doesn't, and the delivery guy gives the dog a treat or pets the dog or something like that. It was harmless, but some other media company owned that footage, and yeah, they decided to do a copyright right strike on me, which is like, oh, that's fantastic. And that was the beginning of the end for all that. While it was happening, it was great, because it was like, wow, this, it like the thing shot up to like, oh, it must have been close to 4 million views. I'm not even exaggerating. That's exactly what it was. And then my subscriber count went up like substantially. I think I gained like 25,000 subscribers just like that from that video. But there was two other videos too. So long story short, I got the strikes, and then I was put on notice, and if I would have got one more, that would have been the end of it. So I just started deleting a bunch of stuff, and I just kind of gave up on it. And then also gave up on live streaming. So I used to do a lot of live streaming using this exact same setup, the GH2 Lumix, connected via OBS, and I used to do like a black and white profile on it, so you can turn the camera on, but I don't want to mess with it. It's just got too much stuff. I got the light source hanging from it and all that stuff, so try to give it a little bit of a, it's weird, like again, this halo from the light. I almost want to put like a piece of paper or something on there, but I don't have anything near me that I can put to make it not glare. Maybe let me try this piece of cardboard. But nah, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. I think it's too much. Let me see. I really don't think anybody's even gonna show up on this stream. I know that a lot of the people do watch like the vertical streams. Let's see. See, I'm trying to see. I don't know if that's gonna do it. Try just to kind of redirect the light a little bit. That's like my photographer stuff coming in. I don't do photography anymore either. Let's see if this works. Just trying to get rid of that glare without blocking off the light. It's so weird. See if I do that. Yeah, but then I'm blocking off the light, so that doesn't work. What I need is like a little lens hood. See if I did it like that, but then I'm getting like this funky shadow thing happening. Let's see. We do it like that. Nah, it's still there. No, man. No, try to block it off a little bit. I don't know if that affects the sound, but yeah, we'll try it. All right. So let's get into the. Oh, by the way, if you want to stick around till the end, I'm gonna. I got some footage of Axl Rose freaking out on stage like he used to back in the '90s. So I got footage of him having like a little meltdown. I don't know if I'll let the audio play or not. So I'll try it because I don't want to get in any trouble, especially in that this is a brand new channel, so. I don't want to mess around. Let me look. I'm curious. The chat says it's giving me a pointer here. What is this? Let's see. Oh, it says start a poll. Schedule your live to switch to members only. Oh, just let's see. Is this your first time here? Yes or no. Okay. I'm gonna start that poll just in case somebody shows up. We'll see. Yeah, pretty cool. And I recently met some awesome people. And did somebody answer? I'm not sure. On some of the streams, which is very helpful. But let's start with the first Audacity video tutorial. Okay, and I'm gonna let that play. So I'm gonna mute the mic and then I'll come back and we can talk about it. So this is how to create a click track in Audacity. Now this is useful for it's an example. If you want to play your guitar and you want to be on time, and you want to record your guitar. Now, normally what you would do is if you wanted to add drums to it, you would write the drums first and then play to it, so not the other way around. But if you wanted to be on time to rehearse those drums, you want to click track. So this tutorial explains how to use a click track, or how to enable a click track in Audacity. So let's go to it and I'll be right back. How to create a click track in Audacity. Open up Audacity, then you're going to go up here to generate. And generate, depending on which one you want, I'm just going to use this rhythm track. And on this rhythm track, you're going to be able to pick how fast you want the tempo to be, as well as you have all these other options right here. So this is going to be the beat sound. If you want something different, you can change it to all those right there, but we're just going to keep it on a metronome click. And for my purpose, I'm going to do 120 BPM. You can use the or you can generate your click track, and when you play it, you'll be able to hear it in your headphones. So let's play it. Okay, so there it is, it's playing. Now, in order for you to record over it, in order to hear it while you're recording something, you're gonna add another track, because this is gonna be the one you're listening to, and then you're just gonna add a new track. Okay, for my example, I'm using a mono track, and here is your track. And when you're ready to start recording, you'll be able to hear yourself in the headphones, and you'll be able to hear the click track as it plays. And that's it. And you can also adjust anything you want down here. You can make some adjustments as to how you want it, but that's pretty much how you would record a click track, so you can use it in your projects. All right, let me know if this was helpful, and then if you can help me out, share the video, consider subscribing, and hit that notification bell in order to get more videos just like this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. All right, so there it was. That's how you create a click track in Audacity. Okay, so pretty simple. But if you've never done it before, like when I first was trying to figure this out, I couldn't figure it out. It was just like, this isn't really. There's nothing on there that says click track, really. It's the metronome, but anyways, I think that's a very useful tutorial to some. I mean, not everyone, but I don't know if a podcaster will use that, like a click track. I don't know what that will be used for, but like if you're playing guitar, or even drums, if you needed a click track for the drums, or you're recording drums, that will be very useful. So you're playing on time while you're recording drums. Even though recording drums is very difficult on recording drums is very difficult on the Audacity. You need a lot of microphones, and yeah, but if you were looking to do that, that's how you would do it. All right, we have another tutorial. Let's jump into it. I didn't tag this one, so I forgot exactly which one it was. But let's take a look at it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk.
Hello and welcome. My name is Frank, and today I'm going to show you how to remove background noise in Audacity. I recorded a sample track here. Let's listen to it.
This is an audio example with background noise. How to remove background noise in Audacity. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Arts and Morbid Musician.
Okay, so there's the track. Now what you want to do is you want to take your cursor and you want to highlight a part of the track that should be silent. In this case, this part. You want to go to Effect. You want to go to Noise Removal Repair. Go to Noise Reduction. And we're just going to get a profile of the part that should be silent. So get Noise Profile. Okay, it doesn't look like anything happened. Now we're going to do Control A to highlight the whole track. Once again, we're going to do Effect, Noise Removal Repair. We're going to do noise reduction. This time, we're just going to go hit OK. Here are the settings that I have for mine: 12, 12.50, and then 7. Okay, and then noise is set to reduce. Now we're going to hit OK. Now it ran through the whole track. Now let's listen to the whole track this time and see what the difference is.
This is an audio example with background noise. How to remove background noise in Audacity. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Artin Morbid Musician.
Okay, so as you can see, sounds much better. Hope you found the tutorial useful. Give me a like and a sub if you enjoyed this. I got more tutorials on the way.
Alright, so that was how to remove background noise from your recording. So when you're recording stuff, it matters where you're doing the audio from. So I happen to be, this is a treated space, so I got these, I got these pads here, but I got bass traps and pads up on the top, just so you can get the best quality audio. I don't have anything up against this side of the wall that you can't see, but say for example, if you didn't have anything that was well treated, you would have a lot of echo. So there's not a whole lot of echo in here, which is good. I've used this space for quite a while. I need to use it more often, actually. Let me check on the chat, see if anybody's there. And no one's there. So just like I figured. All right, so here's a tip for you if you're just starting out and you're doing live streams. It is much better to do a live stream on your phone, like a regular holding it up, which I've done that before, and that works out much better. You get a lot more views. I don't know. I think that YouTube is prioritizing live streaming in that sense, like that, where you're, holding it up, not horizontal like this, but in a vertical. As a matter of fact, I've seen a lot of streams that are like this horizontally that really aren't getting that many visitors or views. So I'm sure some of the more popular channels are, but the smaller channels, you're kind of SOL on it. So the other thing I noticed, if you're monetized, you're gonna have ads, which is interesting because then the ads are placed randomly as you stream. So if you're watching a stream, I was watching another streamer the other day, and all of a sudden, like, the audio will go away, and then it will split to a half screen, and the one side is the stream without any audio, and then the ad plays on it. So you might be watching this and you'll get an ad. I'm not sure if it's like that on the replay, but that's what it is. I want to play that one more time because I think a lot of people get a lot of use out of the background noise. Going back to Audacity, talking about that. So what you're doing in Audacity is, if you recorded your track, so that's a pre-recorded track. So it's not like you can do it on the fly. At least I haven't tried it. I don't think you can do that with Audacity, like like it's doing that after. Right, so these are effects that are applied after the so you have your audio track, whatever that may be, for your podcasts or ASMR or whatever, and you're in a room that's not treated, and you got the fan going, right? You got the fan going, or background noise, like say like a train going by. Maybe you live near the train tracks, maybe you live near the airport. I don't know. But anyways, the background noise removal tool is very useful because what it does, it's a very smart tool. It's not AI, okay, but it's definitely in the audio program itself. It's very helpful. So what you're doing is, which the tutorial shows, is that you're taking the quietest part of that entire audio track, quietest part, and then you're creating a profile. Well, see, the thing about it, that's one thing I don't like, that like when you don't see it, like when you're getting the profile, by the way, you want to have those settings that I showed you. Those are the settings you need to have on there when you create the profile. Obviously, you can mess with it depending on the how much noise you have, but that threshold is pretty much like a default threshold. So you have the 3 different sliders, and you're creating a little profile. And then when you go back and you click the entire track, what it does is going to keep all the parts where you're talking, all those are going to stay the same volume, and all the parts where you're quiet, where the background noise might be, they get diminished, and you don't hear it as much. Now, does it solve it completely? Not really. If you use it too much, your audio track might sound a little weird. But that's essentially what that does. But I want to play it one more time because that's a very useful thing. So let's play it one more time. Where did it go? Let's see. It's not showing it to me now. So that's that one.
Hello and welcome. My name is Frank, and today I'm going to show you how to remove background noise in Audacity. I recorded a sample track here. Let's listen to it.
This is an audio example with background noise, how to remove background noise in Audacity. Audio check 1, 2, 3, Arts and Morbid Musician.
Okay, so there's the track. Now what you want to do is you want to take your cursor and you want to highlight a part of the track that should be silent. In this case, this part. You want to go to Effect. You want to go to Noise Removal Repair. Go to Noise Reduction. And we're just going to get a profile of the part that should be silent. So get Noise Profile. Okay, it doesn't look like anything happened. Now we're going to do Control A to highlight the whole track. Once again, we're going to do Effect, Noise Removal Repair. We're going to do Noise Reduction. This time, we're just going to go hit OK. Here are the settings that I have for mine: 12, 12.50, and then 7. Okay, and then noise is set to reduce. Now we're going to hit OK. Now it ran through the whole track. Now let's listen to the whole track this time and see what the difference is.
This is an audio example with background noise, how to remove background noise in Audacity. Audio check 1, 2, 3, Arts and Morbid Musician.
Okay, so as you can see, sounds much better. Hope you found the tutorial useful. Give me a like and a sub if you enjoyed this. I got more tutorials on the way.
Okay, so there it was. That's the how to remove background noise from a audio track. Let me check on the chat, and there's nobody there. All right, so let's move on. Let's sidetrack a little bit. This is now CapCut. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna switch gears. Just gonna show a quick tutorial on CapCut, and this is how to sync your audio. Okay, so why would you need this? So, all right, so if you're using CapCut, it doesn't really show you. So, for example, my purposes for this is playing guitar. So sometimes I might record with a separate microphone, and I have two, one on my guitar strap and one off to the side that's capturing, another section of audio. Now, what I have the option of doing is now I can pick which one sounded better, the one that is clipped to my guitar strap or the one that I'm using that is off to the side. All right, so then that presents the issue that like now you have video and you have two audio sources, and in order to bring that together in CapCut so that it makes sense without having any issues, you have the option of syncing. Now, I don't know if they changed this, so at the time of this tutorial it was free to do. It should still be free. If it's not, don't be upset. But yeah, so CapCut, how to sync audio. Let's get into it. Let's check this out. How to sync audio in CapCut. So the first thing you want to do is you want to bring in your tracks. So let's import our tracks. I already have mine, so I know which one it is. So let's go with
backing track here. Okay, and then we're going to import the video, which I already know is this one here. All right, so we have both the video and audio track selected. I have my video track down in the timeline. Let's bring down to highlight the video. So let's do that now. Hit Control, click. Now it's highlighted. Now we're gonna do a right click on the track and do right click, and then you're gonna go to sync video to sound, and it's gonna generate. And right now it has adjusted the audio and the video to be matched up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just gotta trim it to whatever you like, and now the audio is synced up with CapCut, and that's how you do it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you want more like this, consider subscribing. Make sure you share the video and hit the notification bell to get more updates from Audio with Art to Morbid Musician. I'll see you.
Okay, so we'll go back over it again, but as you saw, there's my acoustic guitar and 2 separate audio tracks. Let's check the chat. And there's nobody there. So you saw how that was done. So you're importing the video track. It has the original audio on it, and then you also have the one from the mic that's off to the side. So which do I prefer using? I prefer using whatever sounds best. Sometimes it all depends on the song, you know, like whatever, you know, some things are just for fun and I'm just playing for fun, and I might just keep the audio, the little mic that's connected to my guitar strap is very good. I never had any problems with it. I think it works great. So on rare occasions I do set up a different mic, and it also depends on how good the song or the composition that I came up with, if it's really good. And I'm gonna add another mic, and I want to capture like the best audio possible. I'll spend some time on it, but for the short videos that you see, it's usually just a little lapel mic, and it's pointing it directly at the guitar. And one thing about that as well, about having the little mic, I've tried using it, like I've actually put it in the hole of the acoustic guitar, and it sounds horrible. It's just, it's just not good. But when I have it clicked to my guitar strap on the side, it works just fine. Very rarely do I have any issues. Maybe when I have my beard grown out, if I move like that, you get a little bit of and some of my older videos, if you check out some of my older short acoustic videos, that's exactly what happens. It's like, oh man, it's like, because I'm turning my head, I'm trying to watch what I'm playing, but yeah, let's take a look at one more time, just so you get an idea how that goes. Let's see. Let me get it working here again, because sometimes it gets...
How to sync audio in CapCut. So the first thing you want to do is you want to bring in your tracks. So let's import our tracks. I already have mine, so I know which one it is. So let's go with backing track here. Okay, and we're going to import the video, which I already know is this one here. All right, so we have both the video and audio track selected. I have my video track down in the timeline. Let's bring down the audio track. And we add it down below. Then we're gonna control and click to highlight the video. So let's do that now. Hit Control, click. Now it's highlighted. Now we're gonna do a right click on the track and do right click, and then you're gonna go to sync video to sound, and it's gonna generate. And right now it has adjusted the audio and the video to be matched up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just gotta trim it to whatever you like, and now the audio is synced up with CapCut, and that's how you do it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you want more like this, consider subscribing. Make sure you share the video and hit the notification bell to
get more updates from audio by Art to Morbid Musician. I'll see you. Okay, so there it was. How to sync audio in CapCut. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay. Do you use CapCut? And if you do, let me know if you ever try to sync audio with it. So let's move on. We're going to go back now to Audacity. And this is how to fix the left audio issue with Audacity. So let's play the video and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Hey, how to fix this problem with audio only on one side of the track. So you can see there's a waveform here on the top and the other one is empty, and I want to make a stereo track. So how do we fix that? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to locate these three dots next to the clip. You're going to click on that, and then we're going to go into split stereo track. Let's do that. Okay, so now that that's split file, which is an audio file. Okay, so there is that, just one track. And now we can just delete this track. Now let's listen to this video. I'm going to show you how to convert M4A file, which is an audio file, but you can see it's still on one side. So all we want to do is it's panned all the way to the left, so let's move it to the center. Okay, now let's listen to it again. In this video I'm going to show you how to convert M4A file, which is an audio file recorded on Android or okay, so now it's in stereo. All right, but let's do it another way. Okay, let's import the track again. All right, so once again we're going to locate the three dots. We're going to go up here, and this time let's try split stereo to mono. Okay, so once we do that, we can see that now we have two tracks. We can just get rid of this track. And now when we hit play, in this video I'm going to show you how to convert M4A file, which is an audio file recorded on Android or iPhone, and how to convert that to MP3. Alright, so now you can hear audio on both sides, and now we can just go ahead and export the file, and you'll have a stereo track, just like normal left and right audio. Okay, hope you found that useful. Let me know if you need any more help in the comments below. Bye. Alright, so as you saw in Audacity, hopefully that addresses the issue of the left side audio. And by the way, kind of like off track from what the Audacity left side, but I want to mention that I have another channel that they were asking about these little tiny mics, and what they were trying to do is they're trying to connect it either to their PC or their phone. I have to find out what they're trying to connect it to. So you have these two little tiny mics, right? And I don't know how they connected it really, but it wasn't working. But then I know why it wasn't working. So they're effectively what they're trying to do is they want to have one mic set up that's going to the left and another mic set up that is going to the right. So the only way I know that that's possible is to use an audio interface. Alright, so an audio interface would allow you to connect one mic to the left, one mic to the right, and then you have full control of panning to the left and panning to the right, and then the volume, and you can do quite a lot with it in that regard. But I'll have to find out exactly how they're going about connecting it. But it is possible to split the signal, so you're getting left and then right with those little mics. So but I might have to address that on a different video. But for now, I just wanted to mention that. So that's how you fix the left audio issue in Audacity. Now, the other tutorial that I want to go over here is how to convert an MP3. How to convert an MA4 to MP3. Now that sounds weird, but you might come across this audio file format, particularly with iPhone, iPad, or Mac. They use a codec MA4, and so when you have that, how do you work with it? So I had issues with it, so I create a tutorial. Again, I'm not sure if this is a wide spread issue. It might not be an issue at all, but here's the tutorial that I'm about to show you, and it shows you how to convert this file type into MP3 so you can use it and you can edit it and do what you need to do. So let's get into it. Here it is. Here's the tutorial.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to convert M4A file, which is an audio file recorded on Android or iPhone, and how to convert that to MP3 using Audacity. Now, here's the problem. So here's M4A file, and when I click and drag it into Audacity, it's not going in. So let me show you how to fix that. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go into our preferences. Preferences, we want to look at libraries. Okay, so now looks like I already have it installed. I just need to locate it. But if you don't have it, you're gonna download it. So let's go to download. Now it's gonna launch this page here, and you want to go into installing FFmpeg. Okay, so you can look at a video or you can just come down here. Now, depending on your system, so I have a Windows 64-bit. So let's go right here. Okay, now from this page, you're going to find the one that's right for you. In my case, it happens to be this one right here. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And it's going to start downloading it, and I'll tell you where you want to save it in under documents, which is fine by me. You can just save it. So you want to make sure you install the FFmpeg for Audacity. So let's go ahead and install that. Okay, now let's open up our file here. Click on this track that you want, just a M4A file, and open. Okay, so there it is. There is your audio. And in order to convert this audio, let's listen to it first.
How to trim an audio track in my recorder app.
Okay, so now next thing you want to do is you want to export the audio. So here on this page, now you can choose your format. So you have other formats as well, but for the sake of the tutorial, it's MP3 file. Okay, so you can choose where you want to save it to. All right, so in my case, I'll just save it to my videos right here, and we can just export that. Now it's saved under my videos file, so let's go look at that. Now we can see that our track is here, and it's an MP3 file. So that's it. Hope you found this useful. See you on the next one. Bye.
Alright, so there it is. That's how to convert M4A file type to MP3. So let me check the chat, and there's no one here. And yeah, that's I kind of figured that. Alright, so I feel like it's worth going over again, just because you might come across this, especially if you're using iPhone or Mac or iPad or any of these things. You might come across it. So as you can see, you're just downloading something from it's all legit. I actually have a standalone video for that, so you can actually go to that video, and then from there you can download the plugin for that, so you can actually use Audacity to convert. By the way, Audacity is free. It's an audio editing program. It is very versatile. You can use it for a lot of different things. I've used it to record guitar, drums. I've actually made full songs with Audacity, so it's actually pretty nice. So if you're on a budget, you don't want to use Reaper or any of the others, Audacity is the way to go. Or if you're doing podcasts, Audacity has all the stuff that you need. Pre-recorded, of course. If you pre-record your podcast, you want to edit them, that's exactly how you would go about doing that as well. So, but I want to take a look at it one more time because I think it's very valuable. So let's.
This video, I'm going to show you how to convert M4A file, which is an audio file recorded on Android or iPhone, and how to convert that to MP3 using Audacity. Now, here's the problem. So here's M4A file, and when I click and drag it into Audacity, it's not going in. So let me show you how to fix that. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to go into our preferences. Preferences, we want to look at libraries. Okay, so now looks like I already have it installed. I just need to locate it. But if you don't have it, you're gonna download it. So let's go to download. Now it's gonna launch this page here, and you want to go into installing FFmpeg. Okay, so you can look at a video or you can just come down here. Now, depending on your system, so I have a Windows 64-bit. So let's go right here. Okay, now from this page, you're going to find the one that's right for you. In my case, it happens to be this one right here. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And it's going to start downloading it, and I'll tell you where you want to save it in under documents, which is fine by me. You can just save it. So you want to make sure you install the FFmpeg for Audacity. So let's go ahead and install that. Okay, now let's open up our file here. Click on this track that you want, just a M4A file, and open. Okay, so there it is. There is your audio. And in order to convert this audio, let's listen to it first.
How to trim an audio track in my recorder app.
Okay, so now next thing you want to do is you want to export the audio. So here on this page, now you can choose your format. So you have other formats as well, but for the sake of the tutorial, it's MP3 file. Okay, so you can choose where you want to save it to. All right, so in my case, I'll just save it to my videos right here, and we can just export that. Now it's saved under my videos file, so let's go look at that. Now we can see that our track is here, and it's an MP3 file. So that's it. Hope you found this useful. See you on the next one. Bye.
Okay, so there it is. That's how you convert M4A file format to MP3. All right. If you made it this far, which nobody was here, except for me, myself, and I, let's have some fun, and it's reaction time. Okay, so let's kick this off. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here's my reaction to Guns N' Roses singer Axl Rose. Okay, so to get it started, like Axl Rose has had a long history of having these meltdowns on stage, and actually back in the 90s, this was happening quite frequently. So I don't know if it's due to alcohol. I don't know, the dude just got a temper, but as time passed, he's older, they got back together, reunited, and it feels so good. So he's Axl Rose. If you don't know about his meltdowns, I'm gonna show you one. I'm not gonna play any audio on it because I don't want to get in trouble. But we're gonna take a look at it. This is from 1991, and this is a very famous meltdown. And yeah, well, let's take a look, and then we'll fast forward to the future, to the present time. All right. So here's 1991 Axl Rose. All right. So I don't know where they were at, but somebody threw something at him, and he threw it back at them, and he's pissed. I watch this. So he's like, "Yep, I'm just gonna jump." All right, so I don't. He launched himself. He launched himself. I don't know how far he made it, but like everybody went, like they're looking. I don't know if he actually hurt the guy or what, but yeah. So everybody's panicked. Even Duff is like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" And you see Slash a little bit now. Back in '91, I don't know who snuck in this camera. I would imagine it's a camcorder of some sort. But somebody managed to get a camera on here. That's what we're looking at here. That's why the video looks like. And you can see sometimes it glitches, like it's from a tape. So somebody brought in a tape camcorder, and filmed this. There's somebody trying to get on stage. I don't know if that's actual Axl Rose. He's still in the mosh pit, I'm sorry, he's in the crowd beating the guy up. I don't know what he's trying to do. Um, but yeah, everybody's up front, and so this is okay. So he's finally back on stage. Okay, they get him back on there, and they're like, okay, he looks like he's still in one piece. He's still pissed. Um, he's still mad. He walks back, you know, back to the same area, and I don't know if the security dudes are handling the guy who, you know, was causing the problem, but look, Axel's still looking, seeing, but while he's pointing, uh, I don't know what he's saying at this point. I don't even know he has mic. People are throwing stuff. And I don't know what they're checking for. I don't know if they're checking for the mic or what, but so now Axel rolls back. There's stuff. I don't know where Slash is. I know Slash like went over there to say something to him, but I'm not sure where he's at. But yeah, so I thought that this was the front of the stage, but it's not. Okay, there's Slash right there. They're all trying to figure it out. Are they gonna keep the concert going or what the deal is? But I thought that was the front of the stage. Actually, like that's the right hand side of the stage, and I believe he's trying to explain himself. I don't know how he didn't like hurt himself, because he like launched himself, and I don't know how far he made it. I don't know if he like smacked the railing or what happened there, but oh man, yeah. And I remember being so young and watching. It's like, what the hell, And like he did this quite often actually back then. This is 1991. I don't even know where exactly they were at. It's a nice stage though, and it was at the height of what they were doing. I think there was even another show where there was just a full blown riot just because Axel was mad. He's mad, you know. So that's 1991. He's still pointing. You know what I mean? He can't just let it go. Again, okay, I don't blame the guy. Some people they're throwing stuff up there. So come on, it's like, what are you throwing up there? Unless you're throwing money. But yeah, and I think he's explaining why he's so pissed. Um, I think they go back and they finish the concert. All right, so that's 1991. But let's fast forward to 2025. Um, Real quick, I just want to check the chat. There's nobody there. All right, so now let's fast forward to 2025, and let's press in time, and let's take a look at this video. All right. So, oh my god. All right. So he wings the mic at the bass drum for some reason. Um, I've seen the full video. Somebody explain why he did that. Um, he's mad, and because he can't. I don't know if something to do with like the the bass drum being in his ear monitor or something to that effect. But this is like a new drummer. He's a young guy, and so he must have been like. But I mean, he kept going. And of course, Dove and Slash are right there, and obviously they, like, oh yeah, look, Axel's getting pissed again. But what I find funny, as he actually walks back to the other side of the stage, kind of like he was reverting back to that old thing that he used to do. Let me see. Let me go back. 'Cause I just think it's. I'm like, why is he like heading back over there? Let's see if we get it to play. 1 second. All right. He's he's just, he's just like, why is he revert back to going to the right hand side of the stage? Like he's going back in the past or something. But what do you guys think? That's just my reaction to the live concert with Axl Rose having his traditional meltdown. But I think he came back and he kind of explained himself, so I guess that makes it all right. And by now, like, the fan base is so hardcore that they just accept that he just gets pissed. Um, Although I want to say that he hasn't been that angry, maybe because he's older. But so yeah, so there it is. That's my reaction to Axl Rose and his meltdown. All right, guys. With that said, I'm gonna end the stream. I hope you guys got a lot of use out of it. And here's we'll go back and check out some of the Audacity tutorials. And then yeah, I'll have more uploads for you very soon. Thanks for